Hey, how you holding up, everyone? It's Emmanuel. I'm still here. As you can see, I recently posted some sculpting videos, but uh, I hope things are going well with you. It's been 2 years since I really posted, but so a lot of things, of course, have been going on. But first, I don't go by my middle name so much. I switched to a pen name across all boards, which is Keshiro. So pretty much from this video on, I'm gonna use that pen name. Just wanted to post another sculpting practice video, kind of talk on it a little bit. And usually when I do practice sculpts, they're just that. They're usually I try to do them within 1 hour, 2 hours at the most, but around an hour and 30 minutes, because it's just practice. And it's mostly just head sculpt practice. I want to add the body later, but the body I know will take me some time to get used to sculpting it in, a speedy way, I guess. But I really, honestly, why I only kind of do the head sculpts, at least that was the main focus, because I didn't have a lot of confidence about a year ago with my head sculpts, like where to begin, what to do. So I kind of build on that. So when I do start a sculpt, I start with the cube and just subdivide it a few times. I don't smooth the normals yet. Usually at the end I will, but I'll get to where I have enough geometry to where I don't need to. But I always start with the basic shapes. The basic shapes like the placement of the ears, kind of the rough jaw size, the shape of the skull, the head, how it looks from, the top, the side, the front, while looking at the concept that I'm working with on the picture and trying to look at those basic shapes. And from there, I just start building. I got in the habit of adding at least a neck up to the shoulders because it does help. A floating head is harder a little bit. I think the more foundational pieces or extra pieces you can add helps you kind of put the pieces to the puzzle together. And after I kind of add the basic foundation, basic shape, then I will remesh just a little bit. And one thing with remeshing, if you don't know, in Blender at least, in Blender, in order for you to successfully remesh an object, it has to be closed. There can't be any holes in the mesh. So, and I went through this, a long time ago, wondering why sometimes it didn't work. So, like, if you want to remesh something and when you remesh it, it just breaks. Like, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of holes appear. It's because there's an opening in your mesh somewhere. So all you need to do is grid fill it, remesh it again, and it should work. But now when I remesh, I don't do huge jumps. I just add a little bit of resolution and then continue sculpting or just moving and shaping. And then once I get to where the detail I want to add, I can't add because there's not enough resolution, then I add more. And that's how I work when doing it in Blender. Because Blender, when you remesh, there's no subdivision levels. There is a modifier you can use, the multi-res modifier, but it's not exactly the same as Blender. And I mean, it's not the same as ZBrush. And if you Blender can't handle too many multi-res, like too many divisions, it'll just break. I've tried it before, and not only does Blender crash, my whole computer just automatically, to save itself, shuts down. So, but that's generally my workflow with the sculpts, and that's if it's just a sculpt. If you have any questions you want to ask or want to see me sculpt a character or something, just let me know. 'Cause I've been using Blender for a good while now, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. And I keep it in the Japanese language because that's what I'm used to now. And yes, I'm still living in Japan. I've in September to be 5 years. Like I said, there's been a lot going on. One including having a small family. So time is I have to really use time wisely. And then trying to still work in like a game studio as a 3D artist. So, but I'll talk about that later. So again, if you have any questions, Blender related, non-Blender related, game dev related, because I made 2 small games this year. I'll make videos on that later. And I want to try to make one more. And I have 2 ideas, and I think one will take more time, one not so much. The one that won't take as much time is a small horror game in the horror game idea. So the next video should probably be on that. But I'm gonna stop talking and let this video finish up with this sculpt. And usually what I do with sculpts is I have a pure ref file where I collect different concepts. A lot of them are from artists, but then a lot of them I saw are AI generated. But if I see something that's interesting, I will add it to that reference file as for a later practice. And I think that's a good idea if you don't do that. And make sure you mix it up, you know. Don't just try to get the same face, especially if you want to become more well-rounded. But anyway, I'm gonna stop here and try to get some sleep because it is after 1 a.m. I am not going to lie, I have been playing Once Human too much and I enjoy it. So I just spent the last like hour and a half, I think, almost maybe 2 hours, rebuilding my base with stone. I moved it to an area that has a lot of resources, including aluminum. So that's what I was doing anyway. Take it easy, everyone. Be blessed. Be easy. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'll catch you later.